Hello, friends, and welcome back to our homestead. Today, I am going to be making a tincture, a medicine home remedy to handle something very specific, or at least to support something very specific. I'm going to be making a home remedy to support non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Up until just a few years ago, everyone always thought that it was only alcohol that damaged the liver, and fatty liver was only related to alcohol. However, doctors started noticing that people who never touched alcohol had fatty liver disease. So they started doing more research and they found, and they renamed it. Now they call it non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And unfortunately, there's not much treatment for it as far as the medical community comes. So yes, there are dietary approaches that can be done, and that's a separate video. But today I'm going to be making a home remedy based on a few ingredients that I want to make to have on hand. So the recipe that I took, and I of course amended that recipe to make it my recipe, I took it from this book right here. Okay, it's a book by Nicole Apelian. It's called Forgotten Home Apothecary, 250 Powerful Remedies. And she has a remedy on page, was it 65? And it's called Fatty Liver Tincture. Okay, fatty liver tincture. She describes which herbs she's using and how to make it. Well, based on this, I added a few more ingredients and I'm going to be making a little bit different remedy. All right, so let me show you the things I'm going to be using and how I'm going to do it. If you have watched me in the past, you know that I like to use fresh herbs, but today I'm using dried. So let me show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, the ingredients I'm going to be using, and there's few of them. Well, I got this online because obviously I could not grow it. So I got this online. And if I'm not mispronouncing, it's called Shishandra or berries. And they are really cute berries. They have really nice color to them. And they smell pretty cool. So they look like this. These are berries, dried berries. All right. So I'm going to be using them. And also in an equal amount, I'm going to be using licorice. I'm going to be using dandelion root, and I will be using ginger, but ginger will be fresh because I did not have any dry ginger. So I'm going to be using fresh. So quickly about these berries, they do have some medicinal properties, obviously. Okay. And often they're used as an adaptogenic. They use an adaptogenic. Adaptogenic means that it has a capability of supporting the body during mental or physical exhaustion. Okay, it helps to adapt and kind of like balance that out. All right. Also, it can help to be that anti-inflammatory agent. So, and obviously important in liver health. Okay, in liver health. So, I'm going to be using everything in equal amounts. So today I'm using a scale. That's right, a cheap scale. It's a kitchen scale. That's what I'm going to be using today. And the ratio is going to be 1:4. I know you're going to find that some people will say it's 1:5, but 1:5 is going to give you a weaker tincture. 1:5 is going to give you a weaker tincture, meaning 1 part of dried herb, 5 parts of alcohol. And I'm using 100 proof vodka because it's 50% alcohol, 50% water. So 100 proof vodka, I'm going to be using that. But I'm using 1:4 because I want this to be a little stronger. Okay, so I'm going to measure everything out in equal proportions. So let me zero out the scale. I'm going to turn this so we can all see it. So it's zeroed out. So I'm going to start measuring everything out in equal proportions. And I have to keep in mind, this is in grams, but you can do anything you want to. Okay. So I'm going to use about 20, yeah, there you go, 20 grams of these berries. And everything is going to go into a glass jar. Okay, 20 grams of the berries. Let me close this up. Then I'm going to be adding licorice. Now, licorice is also often used in the liver detoxification or a remedy to help with liver enzymes when we have elevated LLT, LST. So that is used, but there are precautions. Okay. People who have high blood pressure, be careful with licorice. It can increase your blood pressure. Also, this can lead to fluid retention. So again, people who have fluid retention issues or blood pressure issues, I suggest this is not for you. So just because it's an herb and it's natural doesn't mean that there are no precautions. Be careful with that. And again, I'm going to be putting 20 grams of licorice. And I need 20 grams. Come on out. All right. Oh, too much. A pinch back. Perfect. All right. So let's add the licorice here as well. Okay. The next is going to be dandelion root. Dandelion root is a great antioxidant. So that means it helps your body to remove that oxidative stress. And also, again, it's often used for liver detoxification and liver support and to lower liver enzymes. So also, it's going to be 20 grams in here. It's a dried dandelion root, 20 grams. Come on, let's do 20 grams. Almost there. Of course, you guys also always welcome to make a bigger batch, but I feel that I don't need to make a huge batch. And everything gets mixed in here. Okay? And we're going to be adding ginger. Now, of course, it is best to add dry ginger since all of these other ingredients are dry, but I don't have any dry, so I'm going to be replacing it with fresh. Okay, so if I am thinking of the math, it's always 1-to-3 ratio between fresh and dry. So if I'm going to be putting, for example, 1 gram of dry, then I have to put 3 grams of fresh. All right, so if I need 20 grams of dry ginger, okay, and if you're doing this at home and using dry, you need 20 grams of dry, because remember, we're putting everything in the same amount of herb. That means I need 60 grams of this bad boy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, it's clean, it's washed. So I'm just chopping it into small pieces, exposing more of surface area, okay? Because then the alcohol that we're going to be using for this tincture is going to be able to do its job, okay? So I'm just cutting this into pieces. And we will measure out 60 grams. So let me just make sure this is zeroed. We're going to need 60 grams for this recipe. All right. And then everything's going to be correct. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more. Ginger is so wonderful as an anti-inflammatory, but it's so good as liver support herb, and it's going to help to balance out those liver enzymes. All right, so here I have 60 grams. It's also going into my tincture. So now at this point, I need to start adding the vodka. And like I said, my ratio is going to be 1-to-4. Even though the standard one is 1-to-5, I'm going to make this a little bit more concentrated. And I know the questions will be coming. Well, Lilia, if you are working on supporting liver during non-fatty liver non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, why using alcohol is because this is medicine. You take in small amounts, okay? And if you don't want to use alcohol, you can use glycerin. However, glycerin will not extract as much of the constituents out of these herbs as much as the alcohol, and glycerin has a much shorter shelf life. So just something to keep in mind. All right, so if I have total in here of 67 grams, that means multiply by 4 because it's 1-to-4. I need 268 milliliters of alcohol. So let's measure that out. Okay. So this is a cup. So let me pour 250. Almost there, almost there. 250. Okay. It's probably not the most perfect measurement, but this is a home remedy. So it is what it is. And now I just need to add 18 more. Ooh. All right. That's it. So this now is going to sit in this jar. Okay, I need to put a cover on. I need to put a label on. Okay, and it needs to macerate. Every day for the first week, I'm going to shake a couple of times a day. I'm going to shake it a couple of times a day. But after that, it needs to sit in my apothecary closet, far away from the sunlight, and do its thing for the next 8 weeks. After 8 weeks, I will strain it through a strainer with cheesecloth, squeeze all of that out, and store it in an amber color dropper bottle, because at that point it's ready for use. Okay. And yes, tinctures are measured by droppers. Okay. So the recommendation always to start low and slow and then increase as needed, right? So the herbalists often say tinctures should be 1 dropper full, which is about 15-20 drops, once or twice a day, and it can be increased to 2 dropper fulls, which is about 40 drops or so, 30 to 40 drops, once or twice a day to support liver health. Okay, so this is going to sit, it's going to be, all these dried herbs are going to absorb all of this alcohol. Okay, so it's important that I shake it, that it's macerating throughout. Don't forget to label it, because I can guarantee that you're going to forget what's in here. So I'm going to make a label right away. Okay, I'm going to write what's in it, how much, and when it's ready for straining. So friends, I hope you are encouraged to learn more about herbal medicines. That's how our ancestors treated their illnesses for centuries before the pharmaceutical came into play. Okay, get yourself some books, including this one. If you are interested, I will put a link in the description box. You can click on it and order it for yourself. Easy to follow, good book. But like I said, I modified the recipe a little bit to meet my needs. Just because it's a natural herb doesn't mean it's for everyone. So definitely should be avoided if someone who is breastfeeding moms or pregnant, should be avoided, or if they have other medical conditions or taking medications. This is not a medical advice, so guys, talk to your providers for best results. On this note, friends, I hope you are encouraged and try something new. Your mama's big friend. You were waiting to come in the house, huh? You're a good boy, buddy. You're a good boy. You're a big tank man. Yeah, thank you for watching me through the window this whole time. Protecting the house. Protecting mama. Oh, you're a good boy. He's so heavy. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's another one. Are you kidding me? You all want to come in now? You all want to come in now? You my sweet girl.